For reading that familiar story so beautifully. I want to give us a Christmas quiz this morning, and I'm going to start with Sarah because she has this stellar theological education from Boston University. Sarah, when is the feast day of St. Francis of Assisi? She doesn't know I'm doing this, by the way. Say it again. She said October. Anybody know? That's right. Yes, dear. October 4. Sarah, if St. Francis' feast day is on October 4, why do we celebrate this blessing of the animals on the first Sunday after Christmas?
That's a really good question.
Does anybody know? No, we're kind of rare for churches to do this on the Sunday after Christmas. The reason we do this is first and most practically, it solves a practical problem, right? Nobody comes to church on the Sunday after Christmas, but here you all are to get your pets blessed. So that's one reason we do it today. But also it's because St. Francis of Assisi was the first one to put animals in a creche. In Assisi, in Italy, in the 13th century, it was St. Francis who first introduced cattle and sheep and dogs into the nativity scene. So here's another question for you, Sarah. According to the Bible, how many animals are there in the Christmas story? Is there a donkey in the Christmas story? According to the Bible?
Yes.
Are there camels in the Christmas story according to the Bible? Are there cows or oxen in the Christmas story according to the Bible?
I don't think so.
Are there dogs in the Christmas story? Are there lobsters and octopuses in the Christmas story? According to Love Actually, there are. What is the one animal, according to the Bible, that's in the Christmas story? Sheep, yes. The Bible doesn't tell us there was a donkey, or camels, or dogs, or anything like that. However, there are hints and guesses, right? Wherever a young couple, one of whom is pregnant, travels 100 miles from Nazareth to Bethlehem, there might be a donkey. And the Bible does tell us that the shepherds have their sheep. And wherever there's a manger, there might be oxen and cows, right? And wherever three astronomers cross the desert wastes for 500 miles from Babylon to Bethlehem, it's possible that there were camels in the Christmas story. And so over the centuries, the church's imagination has run wild, and all art and nativity scenes have lots of animals in them. In fact, do you know that in African nativity scenes, there are often elephants and giraffes and rhinoceroses? This is a way of localizing God's coming to earth for God's people. So it all seems very appropriate for us to let our imaginations run wild and introduce animals into the nativity scene, even though the Bible only mentions one: shepherds keeping watch over their flocks by night. Well, now I want to end this little Christmas quiz by reading one of my favorite Christmas poems of all. This is Carol for the Animals by Patrick Wegg. When they told of Jesus' birth, joy of heaven come to earth, there were radiant angels singing, there were kings their treasure bringing, and the star shone afar, all the glorious world to tell, God with us, Emmanuel. There were simple shepherds too, come this blessed child to view, patient ox and ass and sheep joined the Christmas watch to keep, where he lay on the hay, all the glorious world to tell, God with us, Emmanuel. When God made the creatures all, striped and spotted, large and small, came the Word, that Word has stood. These my creatures, all are good, creeping slug, ladybug, all the glorious world to tell, God with us, Emmanuel. Come then, creatures, come, one and all, come for blessing to the stall. Hear the heavenly music ring, cats, dogs, monkeys, everything, from the whale to the snail, all the glorious world to tell, God with us, Emmanuel. And so now bring me your animals to bless to Sarah and me. Why don't we come from starting from the front pews and come down the center aisle, and you can return to your seats via the side, just like we do communion.